between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
Now Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on first down. They try and throw it, take a sack on 2nd down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Herbert now. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Running on first down, Eckler. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they're a confident bunch, and they're going to need to be. They're facing a group here that is seeking a 5th consecutive victory.
And this head coach knows all about motivational tactics. He was touting his unit all week saying, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up, ready to go, and he believes that.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throwing into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They snap it to Herbert, and it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Jones now. From the gun on 3rd down. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Jones. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there just before halftime. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They've come all this way, 97 yards on the drive. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Chargers, nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Don't be scared of it. At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. All day, punt. At 25 the mic. We're going trap 60. Trap 60. They don't want it. At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Yeah, let's get a sack.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 44, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Powers through. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards on the pick.
From midfield now on second down. Jones, that's complete to Slayton. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on first down. Once again, he finds Slayton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Barkley. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Herbert on first down now. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers. On first down, it's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Giants 21, Chargers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10. And they're on 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Throwing Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. 73 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert off of play action. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. 19 tight.
Now Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Herbert going to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
We're going 25 to the smash. Free. Don't let him free. 70 Rangers. Don't let him free, defense. At 25 to the mic. We're going 25.
Throwing, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Flush to his right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's David Arnett picking it off. And the Giants are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Giants, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.